Inland Sports.
What's up, guys? It's me, Pep Fernandez from the Inland Sports Show. Let's take a look at some of the top games coming up in Week 9 of the high school football season. The league titles really taking shape, and a lot of other teams fighting for their playoff lives. In fact, you could say some teams have already started the playoffs as they just try to finish in the top 3 or maybe get an at-large bid. So here we go. Week 9 of the high school football season. Ken Sporting Goods top games to look for. Temescal Canyon versus Orange Vista. This is 2 of the top teams in the Ivy League. So there's 4 teams right now tied for first. These are 2 of them going head-to-head. That is a massive game. To the Ironwood League, Aquinas, your league favorite, going up against an undefeated Ontario Christian team. This is definitely the league championship as the Falcons go on the road to be tested one more time before the playoffs. In the Citrus Belt League, Cajon taking on Beaumont as the Cowboys are marching towards 6 straight CBL titles. But Beaumont's got a great offense, could be very interesting, but Cajon's got that great defense, man. The Cajon defense has really been their calling card. They've always scored a lot of points, but this year, man, their defense is really locked in. To the Big West Conference, Chaparral taking on Norco. Listen, nobody wants a piece of the Pumas right now. They are playing great football, coming off dramatic wins against Vista Murrieta and Murrieta Valley. Now they get Norco. Chaparral is on a roll right now. But listen, Norco is tough. You never want to face Norco. I would never say Norco is ripe for the picking because the Cougars are always ready to go under head coach Chuck Chastain. I think of all the games this week, that might be the most entertaining between the Pumas and the Cougars. Now let's go to the Mountain Valley League. Like the Ivy League, we have a 4-way tie for first place. A.B. Miller, San Bernardino, Rubidoux, and Indian Springs are all 2-1 and all tied for first place in the MVL. And guess what? Those 4 teams are going head-to-head. The Rebels and Cardinals going head-to-head at Cardinal City, and Rubidoux and Indian Springs. So this week, week number 9, will play a huge factor in crowning a Mountain Valley League champion. A.B. Miller is the defending champ there. And finally, in the Arrowhead Athletic Conference in the Sunkist League, Kaiser and Jurupa Hills. Jurupa Hills, if they beat Kaiser, will set up a huge game with Summit in the final week in week number 10. Now, if Kaiser can beat Jurupa Hills, then all of a sudden we could have a logjam at the top of the Sunkist League. So that'll be very exciting when the Cats and the Spartans go head-to-head. Now, going back to the Ivy League, we told you that Temescal Canyon and Orange Vista going head-to-head, that's one of the big games this week because we have a tie for first place right now in the Ivy League. And we'll see what happens as they go head-to-head. The winner of this game will still have a chance to win that league championship. So that one is very, very important. We saw Temescal Canyon beat JW North 23-14 this past week. And again, in the Mountain Valley League, it was San Bernardino beating Rubidoux. Final score was 40-28 in that game. And again, like the Ivy League, the Mountain Valley League has 4 teams in the hunt for that league championship tied for first place. Xavier Alvarez, Zay, and George Jones, the Possum, leading the way for the Cardinals in that win against Rubidoux. 40-28 was, again, that final score there. So, listen, there's a lot of great leagues that have the final weeks of the regular season that will decide the league champion. But if you want to look at 2 of them, the Mountain Valley and the Ivy League right now have the most drama going into week number 9 and week number 10. So, with all that said, those are some of the top games coming up in week number 9. Make sure you come back to Inland Sports on Friday night for our Friday night football recap. We'll break down scores and highlights and what this all means depending on who wins this week on Thursday and Friday night. Like this video if you're watching it right now, and I know you are. Subscribe to the channel and tell everyone else to do the same thing. And we also have a thanks button if you'd like to financially support the Inland Sports Show to help us cover and do even more here in the Inland Empire. I'm Pep Fernandez, and we will see you next time.